thousands of spiders. Yo, what's going on? It's someone that's someone, and welcome to Deliriant Week. This first episode was sent in by Andrew. The drugs used, Diphenhydramine, had a dose of 500 milligrams. The route of administration, orally. Gender, male. Weight, 160 pounds. Age, 16. Height, 5'7". His prior experience includes cannabis, and the setting in his room. Okay, so welcome to the first report for Deliriant Week. We're starting a bit early this time around with a little warm-up. A pretty straightforward Diphenhydramine report, featuring a classic hallucination of many spiders. Alongside this, he does experience some strong physical effects, notably dehydration and a headache afterwards. But this, I believe, is the shortest report we'll have for this year's special. And considering we are starting early this year, I just gotta butter y'all up a little first. But before we get into this, I do want to know we are spreading awareness for MAPS. They take part in psychedelic research treatment. Me personally, I just lost a buddy last month. He used a lot of heroin, and it could be he just didn't have access to the treatment he needed. So if you want to support research for people in such a situation, hey, check that out. It should be by the video. But again, welcome to Deliriant Week. I'm sure you'll enjoy this, so without further ado, let's dive right into this. Here's my first DPH trip report. Everyone else in the house was asleep, so I locked myself in my room and decided to take a 500 milligram dose. In about 30 minutes, I started to feel heavy, and I was seeing motion in the corner of my eyes. About 45 minutes after taking the pills, I finally got my first noticeable hallucination. I remember heat waves coming out of my hardwood floor, almost like asphalt on a hot summer day. The floors then seemed to pop out. I don't know how to describe it, but some of the boards seemed to get bigger and others smaller, moving closer and farther away over and over again. The heat rising off my floor started to turn into a thicker white haze. I look up into my dark closet and see the silhouette of spiders crawling all over my shelves and clothes. At this point, I wasn't scared. I didn't feel good either. I was more intrigued than anything. After a while of this, I decided to get into bed to listen to music. I got up, turned the lights off, and went to bed. This is where the mistake is. The dark makes the bad hallucinations so much worse. After putting my earbuds in, I grabbed my phone and turned it on to play music. The text was almost unreadable. It was very distorted. And the best way I could describe it is if you kept layering text on top of each other and then compressed it to make it distorted. I opened Spotify and tried my best to find my playlist. I press shuffle, yet nothing happens. I press it again and my phone vanishes out of my hand. I look up and see my phone laying on my nightstand. I pick my real phone up and turn on my music. I then look over to the other side of my room, and through the darkness, I saw thousands of tiny spiders, with a few larger ones on the floor. This was the first time I felt threatened on the drug. I knew I had to turn the lights on, but the switch was on that wall. I couldn't get myself to go turn it on, even knowing the spiders were fake. I lay down, close my eyes, and take deep breaths. All I remember after that is waking up with a very dry mouth and a headache. Really can't say I had a good or bad time. It was very intriguing. Though, looking back at it, I will probably do it again in the future, but we'll keep the lights on.